Live, trans, and prosper. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian David Phillips, and for my literature and film students, I'd like to remind you there are essentially three levels of adaptation of literature into film. Level one is a literal adaptation, and that's where the literary work is pretty much exactly what appears on the page is translated into film. And so what's in the page is placed in the film pretty much exactly as it occurs. Film adaptations of plays or short stories are often literal adaptations. Novels tend to be the next level, which is level two, faithful adaptations. And that's where most of what appears on the page makes it to the film. Most of what's in the film appears on the page, sometimes with slight alterations, slight changes. For instance, the Lord of the Rings films, the original Lord of the Rings films by Peter Jackson, they made some changes for the medium. They can't show everything in the novel, and so they make some changes to allow them to collapse the time as well as to appeal to the market. There's a Michael Crichton film based on one of his novels where they changed the ending. Most of it's pretty faithful, and then they changed the ending. Just because they wanted to give the film goers a surprise, a nice experience for those who had previously read the novel. And that turned out to be successful or not successful, depending upon how you viewed that. Another level of adaptation is loose adaptations, and that's where what appears on film may not have much to do with the actual original literary source at all. An excellent example of this would be, well, pretty much anything based on a Philip K. Dick story, but the film Blade Runner is based upon the Philip K. Dick novella, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. There are some correspondences, but there's a lot that's not there. Another example you might look at for that would be, say, Amadeus, which is interesting in that Amadeus was written by the playwright, actually wrote the film play, and he changed a lot. Because he really wanted to experience it in a different way. And he knew the medium was very different. But those are the three levels of adaptation: literal, faithful, loose. And in class, for those of you taking my literature and film course, we'll be looking at different films and pieces of literature at different levels of adaptation. Until next time, this is Dr. Brian David Phillips, and live, trans, and prosper.